In the name of Lorik, Prince of Elves, demon be gone!
Actor Ira Heiden joins us today for an epic conversation. The Wizard Master himself. Super excited, guys. Let's do it. Mr. Ira, thank you so much for being here, man. I really appreciate it. It's an absolute honor. Before we get into Dream Warriors, my introduction to you was actually in a Pepsi commercial, man. you were channeling the magic already with Johnny Depp. Was this before Dream Warriors or after?
So that actually was my very, very first job that got me into the Screen Actors Guild. And it was with Johnny Depp, Cheryl and Finn. They were dating at the time. Brooke McCarter from Lost Boys. My late great best friend Harold Pruitt, may he rest in peace. China Phillips from Wilson and Phillips, and oh my gosh, Kelly Minter, who ended up doing another one of the Nightmare on Elm Streets. So it was quite the cast, man. Yeah, so I got lucky. It was a Pepsi commercial for the movies, and I just play this geek who's trying to go out on a date, and my best friends can't get me a date. So.
That's awesome, man. And did any of that, did that lead to the casting for Dream Warriors, or how did you get involved?
The only way that it could have related at all is the fact that it got me into the Screen Actors Guild, which let me audition for Nightmare on Elm Street.
Do you remember your first day on set?
Oh my gosh. I think the first day on set was over at the Veterans, at the VA hospital over by UCLA. In Westwood, and I believe it was the therapy scene.
Will, how about you first?
Hi, I'm Will Stanton, and I've had a little accident, as you can see.
I had met the cast before because we did a read-through in Westwood like 2 weeks before we started shooting, but it was intense.
The concept is what I love the most. Of course, we all have nightmares, and even before watching the movie when I was young, I was always trying to figure out or questioning, why can't I defeat the monsters myself, in my dreams, and why can't I have superpowers? So when I saw Dream Warriors for the first time, I was just fascinated. It was just so inspiring, and of course, it was so very cool to see Nancy come back. Heather, what was that like, man? Meeting her for the first time?
Yeah, Heather was amazing. She was like our leader, like our mom in a way. It was wonderful to see her. I'd seen the very first one when I was in high school, and it scared the hell out of me. I really had my eyes closed through a lot of it. And to get to meet Heather after, it was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
She's amazing. She's an icon, legend. Robert, what was it like working with the man himself?
He is an amazing person. He knows everything about anything. Sit down, hand him a glass of Chardonnay, and you could sit there for 5 hours and just go on any topic, especially cinema. He was so much fun to work with. I do remember the only part was when I was about to get killed, and I'm really like working on, channeling death, and, it's a pretty big deal dying in a horror movie, and just working up the emotions and staying really focused. And I have Robert right next to me with his Freddy glove and his makeup and everything. And he's trying to crack jokes. He thinks it's really funny. He's like, oh, did you hear the one about blah, blah, blah? And he, oh, Ira, did I just tell you that I just bought a house up in Laguna Beach and I just have this nice Mustang convertible? I'm like, okay, I love that, Robert, but I need to focus here. You're a pro at this. You've done 2 of these already. Let me focus. That was the funny part. We always banter back and forth. I should have fucking killed you, Robert. Yeah, you had no chance, kid. Whatever. He's an amazing guy, wonderful heart. And, I get to celebrate with him on Friday, on Halloween, because he's getting his Hollywood Star Walk of Fame. He's getting his star. So, yeah, it's going to be an amazing celebration for a man that deserves it. There was no real part where it was just like, hey, what's going on, man? We're just hanging out here, and this is so cool. This was my first movie, and to be on set, I think everybody, especially, we all took these roles so seriously. And I think that really helped with, keeping the vibe going of trying to fight the demon, trying to fight the monster.
Wow, that's so epic, man. And this was your first movie. And you also got to, work a little CGI. What was that like at the time?
Yeah, Chris, it was pretty amazing. I had these electrodes down on my fingertips. So, when I say, in the name of Lorik, Prince of Elves, demon be gone, and I put those out, they did a zapping thing so that they could add in the green stuff. So that was really interesting and fun.
Very cool. And I do wish we could have seen more of a fight, between you and Freddy, even with Taryn. I mean, I felt like it was, that's my only complaint, is that it was a little short, but only because the build up to you guys getting your abilities was awesome. The story was great. And then of course, y'all are the first two to kind of go down, and I was like, but I mean, both of you were fantastic. Everyone was fantastic, man. So congrats.
Hey, thank you. It was always that way. The stupid thing that my character did was actually to run at Freddy Krueger. I just think I just got caught up in the emotions and everything, and I'm like, I'm going to take this fucker down. I think had I used a little more power from afar, I could have had much more of a battle scene, attacking his leg, and then maybe trying to get rid of his arm so that his glove can't hit me. Things like that. But I just got sucked into the emotion, ran at him, and what does he say? Sorry, kid, I don't believe in fairy tales.
Sorry, kid, I don't believe in fairy tales.
And you got a glove right next to you, man. Is that the official glove that killed the Wizard Master?
This is actually Eric Anderson made this with the awesome hand.
Wow.
And so this isn't the actual glove that did it to me, but kind of close. And I have a mini Stay Puft character protecting me.
Oh, that's awesome. And I just found out recently that you did the voices for the mini puffs in Ghostbusters Afterlife.
It came much later. I was in a broomball league that I used to play. Broomball, which is you're running on ice with sneakers with a stick. And I used to play with Jason Reitman when he was just really directing commercials. And we all stayed in touch and stuff. And I saw that he was going to be making a movie called Ghostbusters Afterlife. And I was like, oh my God. At this point, I was doing a ton of ADR work. That's like the background voices, not the main characters, but, the people in the restaurant that are sitting down. Okay, I'll take a cup of tea when you get a chance. And, just ghosts screaming in the background and stuff like that. So he hired me to do that, which was great. And then they told me to stay because Jason wanted me to voice do extra different mini Stay Puft characters. I was like, what? I didn't even know that. So these guys were just so much fun to voice. Hold on, I got another thing right there. A fan just gave me this, which is pretty cool.
Dude, that's awesome.
We spent almost 4 hours having the time of our lives voicing these characters. So that was such a great job.
Hey, check out Taryn.
In my dreams, I'm beautiful and bad.
But there was also one other moment that was hysterical. Is we all wrapped and we went to eat and we were starving. We were downtown and then we went to Chinatown and got Chinese food. But the hysterical part was, Taryn was in her, she didn't even bother taking her hair down. So we went in there. Everyone looked at her like she had 3 eyes. Like, what? It was really funny.
And when you look back, Ira, what's your favorite scene?
3 favorite moments that just stand out is one, my first scene actually getting to play Dungeons and Dragons and trying to teach Taryn and Joey what to do, and they couldn't give a rat's ass. 2, getting picked up by Lawrence Fishburne. Lights out. He always ruins these games. I want to keep them going forever, because the last thing I want to do is fall fucking asleep, Chris. 3 is the death scene. I mean, that scene to me will stand out. It was so intricate, and it was such a play on how the harness that held me up to the point where Freddy is grabbing me to the point where they were retractable blades on that glove, but one of them wasn't working, so they had to put a 2x4 over me really fast. And so thank God Robert hit his mark. So there was a lot of song and dance there. So,
and for you, what was it like watching it for the first time?
So when I was shooting it, I was also auditioning to play Rob Lowe's brother in a Peter Bogdanovich movie called Illegally Yours, which back then, I'm on set, my pager goes off, beep, beep, beep. I had to call my manager and I had to go to the payphone, put in 25 cents, call my manager, and she said, "Well, kid, you got the role. You're playing Andrew Dice in Illegally Yours." I was like, yes. So when that started filming, Nightmare came out on like February 27th, and I was in St. Augustine, Florida. So I didn't get to go to the premiere in LA or see anything there. So I had to watch it. I went with a bunch of friends, castmates from the movie, at a cinema in Florida. And so that was fun because it was the very first time actually that I got recognized because I was coming out of the movie theater and these two young girls were like, "Oh, you're the wizard dude. My friend cried when you died." I was like, "Wow, this is fun." Yeah, so I think things changed then, and playing Rob Lowe's brother, I thought I was just, the coolest guy.
Wow, you were busy. So you had Dream Warriors, Illegally Yours, and then the following year I saw you in Elvira, dude. What was that like? I mean, just wow, man, another icon.
Hi. Now, can someone tell me where there's a garage around here?
Yeah, there's one right up the street.
Oh. Well, would one of you big, strong men mind giving me a little push?
Well, it was really, she makes it so difficult to work with. I mean, she's so ugly to look at, and, it's just terrible. But I kept it professional and I really stayed focused and did a ton of acting. Um, no, she wonderful, wonderful person. And I remember one day, Chris, I had an early call, like 5:30 or 6, and I was needed my coffee, so I'm passing these trailers to go to Crafty to grab a cup of coffee, and I hear Guns N' Roses blasting "Welcome to the Jungle." I'm like, "Oh, who's blasting at 5:30 or 6 in the morning? Guns N' Roses." Sure enough, trailer, Cassandra Peterson. She loved her rock and roll.
I love that movie. I love Elvira, dude. I mean, I love how cool and open she is with the comedy and with her body. I mean, respectfully, she's beautiful. And it's just a fun movie, dude. And I feel like she doesn't hold back. And you're a lucky man, Mr. Ira.
Yeah. One of my favorite lines is, "Did you see the size of those gazungas?" That movie has just so many classic lines. She's a wonderful writer, and I highly, highly recommend everyone to get out and read her book because, man, that woman went through a hell. I mean, she went through a lot, and it's kind of amazing that she's here. I don't know if you know this for a fact, but she was a Vegas dancer. Uh, in the late 60s, man, she was there dancing and working and making some money, and she met tons of people there, which I also learned more by reading her book. She met Elvis, Tom Jones, and then she came to big fame in LA, and then she started hanging out with, Wilt Still Chamberlain, like just tons of people. And so, yeah, no, she's really good at what she does, and she's a dancer.
Wow, no, I didn't know that. I'm definitely gonna have to check out the book, and I'm actually gonna try to reach out to Cassandra, Heather, Robert. I mean, just be so awesome to chat with them as well. I mean, all of you guys. I mean, you were part of such a magical time. You've worked with everyone, man. Dude, you're a legend. I hope you know that. And man, and now you're rocking the Comic Cons, right? What's that like?
It's great. I mean, I've been doing them for now, I think like 15 years. The horror conventions, the fans, it's such a warming, embraceful feeling. The fans are just wonderful. The horror community loves each other. I mean, you can get dressed up and look as sick as hell, and you've got blood, but I mean, everyone loves what they do, and they really feel passionate about these movies. And I think I learned a lot more about that as I started going more and more to these horror cons. Yeah, we were just a ton of us from Nightmare on Elm Street 1 through 7 were in Lexington, Kentucky for Scarefest. So it's a great thing. You get to reunite with your castmates. You get to meet new people also that you've never met before that go to these conventions. And then there's, like I've known David Arquette since he was 15.
Whoa.
So he was over there because of Scream. So it was great to reconnect with him. Yeah, it's so much fun.
Congrats again, man. That's so awesome. Well, I'm a huge horror fan, Ira, but from the stuff in the back, you can tell I'm a huge Superman fan as well. And I've been waiting to ask you, man. I know you were in 2 episodes of Lois and Clark. You were the delivery guy. You're actually the first person on Lois and Clark to have here on the show. Please tell me what it was like being on that set.
I did 2 episodes on that show. Yeah, one was the delivery guy. Then I was a flower delivery guy. And I got to work with Terry Hatcher, which was amazing. She's great. Super cool.
Lois Lane,
Yes?
need you to sign right there.
And then Dean Cain, who I knew through a bunch of people in Malibu. I guess, before he used to play football, and he busted his knee or something bad. So then he became an actor. And so I knew him through Chad Lowe and Chris Ufflin and Rob Lowe and stuff. So it was great to get to, see him and work with him too.
Again, you're a lucky guy, man. I'm super jealous. You've worked with everybody, dude. That's freaking awesome. And speaking of, I read, rumor that if it's okay to ask, that you knew the late Brandon Lee, and that you're also working on a documentary. Is that true? Can you tell us anything about it?
So yeah, Chris, when I was in acting class, I met Bill Allen, and because we also had the same manager, but then Bill introduced me to Brandon Lee. So we were playing poker with Brandon. I would go on tons of mountain bike rides with Brandon and play racquetball. He would kick my ass every single game in racquetball. Then he got the movie Rapid Fire, and he had to split and go to Chicago for 3 weeks. I practiced every day. And when he came back, I finally beat him. He was such a great dude to hang out with. So much fun. His laugh was infectious. Man, he had so many fun stories and everything about him. We're working right now on a documentary. It's called Starring Brandon Lee. I'm producing it. Bill is producing it. And hopefully it's going to be out next year, 2026. Stay tuned for that. And if you check out The Real Ira Heiden on Instagram, Real being REEL, I'll be posting lots of stuff about that.
Wow. I can't wait to see that, man. That's so inspiring. Congrats. And thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. And dude, I mean, you're a machine, man. You're doing everything. You've worked with everybody. And I mean, even acting wise, I mean, you're still going, right? Any new projects in the works?
Oh yeah, my gosh. I also did a horror movie called Catnip, which I played Bruce Dern's son, and it's starring Chevy Chase, Joey Lauren Adams, Jake Busey, but that won't be out until Christmas 2026. And then before that, I'm hoping earlier during the year next year, a movie called Keep Quiet will be out that Lou Diamond Phillips stars in. And he's also a friend that I've known for like 35 years through Bill Allen. All roads lead through Rad, Bill Allen.
Rock on. Well, we're all here. We're ready. We're excited for you. Mr. Ira, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Super congrats on all your incredible work, talent, and success.
It's so much fun, man. I appreciate you, Chris. Thanks for having me on the show.
And to Miss Heather, Cassandra, Mr. Robert, to the entire cast, the invitation is always open. I would be so honored to hear your stories. Please feel free to send me a message at any time. Super congrats to you as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Rewatch A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. It's an epic movie, epic times, epic cast. Thank you for watching. Thank you for believing. And we'll see you soon. Cheers.
In the name of Lorik, Prince of Elves, see you later.